Oh, hello, Bastian. I want to get us started by just doing that, just taking a deep breath into your being, and we're just gonna do a small exercise of centering and grounding and bubbling. So going into our first position, and for that, just take a deep breath and look with your intention where your energetic center is. We have two different centers. There is an energetic center, which is it can be mobile, it can be in the past, it can be in the present, it can be in the future, and it can be in projects and ideas. And there is a physical center which is in your physical body, which is located in where your point of gravity is, where that thing that is just like under your belly button, so in between your hips. And you're gonna use your intention to bring your energetic center from wherever it is, gently, very gently, bring it down to your physical center.
I need to just think.
Go ahead. Great. Yeah, and this is a experience that is a experience in the body. It's not just a concept or an idea. It's an experience of being centered. And when you are there, this is your place of power. When you're in your center, you're here, you're in the small here and now, and you're present with your energy and your essence. And when you're there, just use your clicker of your fingers to declare a grounding core from your physical center and your energetic center down to the center of Gaia. This is a two-way communication cord. It's flexible and it's about this thick, and it has a certain qualities. And at the count of three, will you share the color of your grounding cord that you just declared? One, two, three.
It's
Mine is
green.
yellow. Great. Cool. And just use your clicker one more time to declare your bubble of space around you. This is your bubble of space. Everything that is inside of there is your culture, your feelings, your thoughts, your needs and wants. All of this is inside of that bubble, and everything else outside is the rest of the world. And this is I got the distinction that recently that was very cool, that is not a wall. There's not a wall that separates you from the outside. It's just a distinction that um, this is my space, and the outside is the rest of the world. Cool. Now I'm gonna click my clicker again to declare a working cube of space for the work that we're gonna do today here in this exploration. So there's gonna be discovery, this music, teamwork, exploration, transformation, healing, love, connection. And if there is any principles that you want to bring into the space, please bring them. Go ahead now.
Integrity.
What, what was that?
Integrity.
Integrity. Yes.
There's transformation and healing. Love.
Nice. Well, thank you. And I want to start the space by inviting you. This is a space exactly of discovering your music being, and of course, it's like an initiatory space of our relational space, and for really going to that journey of discovering that music that emanates from within each one of us, and in this case, that emanates from you. And I want to start by asking you if you could share a bit about what brings you here, like what made you call for this space.
Yeah, like music has an important role in my life. Like e either listening to music as a resource, but also playing. Um, yeah, it brings me pretty much into a meditative state, especially when there are people around when they're playing for others. Not in a, I'm not that used to play on a stage or so, but I used to live in a community, and then sometimes I would just grab the guitar and when the lunch was over, just to bring in the energy that I want to bring in or wants to come through me, or yeah,
Right.
and it's kind of there's also this because um, there's themes like one is like I, I could express way more and I could go way deeper in, but they're holding me back.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there are many different things. I don't know if it's now the moment to express them all or
Okay. Well, I hear that there's music is important for you, in the form of listening to it, as a form of like nourishing your body with listening, and in the form of expressing music. And you share that you don't so much performing stages, but you live in a community, and in this community, you sometimes grab the guitar after lunch and play music for others. So I got that you have the gift of music. That music is a gift, and that you're sharing it with others, just like a meal. Like the way that you share a meal, you share music, and this feeds people. It feeds the space.
yeah. I
And
mean, I'm
I
not in community anymore. I've been on stage, but I it's not in my life. Or
Hmm.
I haven't been on a stage.
Right. So you used to be in the stage before.
Oh, I was maybe like really on a stage maybe one time or so. Oh yeah, yeah. There was some other performance
Okay.
as a background thing, the stage.
Okay. So you got some stage performing experience.
But yeah,
Cool. And the other part that I heard you speak into was that you wish you could express more musically, and that there is something that there is a limitation. There is something that's stopping you from expressing more of your music. Yeah. And I want to ask you to like go into the feeling of what that is. What is the feeling there? And it might help if you close your eyes for this. Okay. If you can close your eyes and like go into the feeling that longing for expressing more of your music. What does that look like, and what is the blockage? You take your time. No need to rush this. This is a real feeling that's inside of you. This is something that you're carrying.
yeah. What I notice is I feel that there's anger.
Anger
Or
about.
yeah, actually, it's kind of an um, like on the surface layer. There's something like I don't give it the space that I would like to give it.
Yes.
There's a deeper layer, and it's something like it was not giving me the space to explore it and to express it in my way or something. Maybe that's now a bit conceptual, but there was a clear, yeah, feeling of or emotion of that. Um, but as if someone has been taken away from me.
Yes. Someone took away the possibility for you to create. What's
What?
that? What were you saying?
It's sad, yeah.
Yeah, I heard you say that someone that if is that you're picking up that somebody Actually, you say you feel angry because someone or something took the possibility for you to create a space to make music.
I don't know if it's about space. It's more the context or so in which I expressed myself in music or explored the way of music. It was just not
All
the
right.
that I could be connect with music through me or something. But it was, yeah,
Yeah. I wonder if you can like explore that a little bit more. Like, what does that sound like? Uh, what is the voice saying? You can't play music because something like that. Yeah, just let the feeling get bigger. Maybe a
yeah,
big feeling there, Bastian.
like it's hard to express in words. It's like I try it. I can't play music because I hate it. Wrong. It's not. This is not music.
You hate it. You hate the you hate music.
No, no. I hate to.
You just let the feeling get bigger. Like no need to resist it. It doesn't need to make sense either.
Yeah,
Maybe a big feeling there.
it's a mix of feelings. It's like
Yeah.
there's sadness and I guess also some fear. It's like desperation somehow. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. I will propose that you pick the biggest one and start with that one. And there may be like contra.
Of
Go ahead.
not being seen, being whatever. I was fascinated by this guy playing the drum kit, and I really loved it. And but there was no, you have to play the piano or something like this. Or maybe it wasn't expressed like this, but it was kind of the way to go. I wanted to play the bass. No, uh, I don't know. There's no, and I don't know even if it's like in the outside world or just in my inner thing that I thought it should be like in another way. Or I mean, of course, shaped by my environment, but
And try maybe try not to look so much in up there like I can be here with you and I'm here with you and I'm listening to you and this is a feeling, this is something that is in your body and it's a longing and a blockage of something that wants to come out, an expression, natural expression of your being, and that there is a blockage that's happening out there. Where is it? It's somewhere in your body, and that I can be here with you for that, for that feeling to get bigger. And yeah, and I heard you say that something about the instruments that you wanted to play, that there was somebody that was really good in drums, but then they had to switch to something else.
no, I was not. It seems like I was just listening to this guy. I was sitting on the windows and listening, and I was fascinated.
Yeah.
But I don't know the real occurrence of things or so. But kind of there was no. I was not supposed to play the drum kit somehow like this, something like this.
Like you weren't you weren't capable of playing that like that person. You're not supposed to play like that person.
And not even playing at all. You know, drums are not a proper instrument. Maybe I don't know. It's not. You know, kind of. It was out of reach for me. There was no support. Like seeing, okay, what's I don't know if it's true, but it's just
Well, I kind of I can connect with what you're saying about like this experience of seeing somebody playing such a fucking awesome music that you're just like, wow, I I want to play like them. I want to I just want to like fucking like I want to play like them, and I can totally connect with that. Like that's I think that that's still part of my journey and part of what inspires me in my music. But in the past, it's been something that it has stopped me. It has definitely like put a big blocker in my pathway with music. And this is scary to say because I sense it that it's still inside of me that I create this comparison that I compare myself to what others and I want to sound like others, and when I don't sound like the others, then I go to this place like, oh, like I'm not musical. My music sucks. My music is not good. Like I'm never gonna be as good as them. Like there's no way in fucking hell I'm gonna be as good as them. They're fucking so amazing. They're perfect and and I get it. I get it. Like that
for me. It
fucking
was like this is not. Maybe it's also there, but this is not in this what I see there in this situation or thing. But because
okay.
it's really the thing of like my parents wouldn't want me to play the drums at all. I don't know if this guy was yeah, like far more. I don't know pull to it, but there was no space somehow to explore this from my parents or to is- I could ask them I would like to play the drum, can I? And they would say yes. But in my experience, what I experience is that no, I have to go to the piano lessons, and there is this ugly piano teacher. Whenever I made a wrong note, he hit me with the pen on the fingers or pushed me into the ribs, like, oh, you played wrong. And he always made like ridiculous jokes and so, and it was just, yeah,
Got it. Yeah, okay. I hear that inside of your being there was this desire to connect, and you use this as an example. I don't know if it's actually what happened about connecting with drums. That you wanted to be a drum player, and your parents didn't support you in that, and that instead that they give you a piano or they give you a piano lessons. They say no, you should learn piano because that's more what we want you to learn, something like that. And
yeah.
then.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe they asked me and I said yes
Uh,
because I suppose they would like to hear it, or we had a piano anyways, or I don't know. I think they were not like if I would have wanted, maybe they would have enabled it. But in my inner experience, it was
yeah.
unreachable somehow. Also,
Yeah.
comes to mind now also this thing of no, I love many different things. And maybe there was this theme of no, you have to focus on one thing. And then otherwise it, I don't know.
Did this actually happen, Bastian, with your parents? Like, this is actually like an experience that you had in your childhood. Uh,
I don't have a clear memory from the mind.
okay. Did you actually had like a piano and had this piano teacher?
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Like
So
there
you
were, yeah. And then
you
at some point I said I don't want to go there anymore.
yeah.
And then I had keyboard lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got it.
And there was a situation in school where I had to sing in front of the, like everybody, in front of the class. And it was scary like hell, like, and I didn't want to, but I had to. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, like we're taking like the steps here to explore that. Maybe some things that you haven't had the space to explore with others or even with yourself. So I appreciate the steps that we're taking here. I want to ask you on a logistics side. There is a bit of like something with my sound, and I wonder if there is this new setting in Zoom that allows you to send the original sound, and it's called original sound for musicians. And I wonder if you are able to activate that on your Zoom so that I can like to see if there is a difference with your voice. And the way you go to it is you go to audio settings, and then there should be a setting called original sound for musicians, something like that.
I don't find that.
Okay, there might be like something called like original sound.
I'm running on a Linux computer, so maybe
Oh,
it's
right on.
not available here. I don't know. I cannot. It's
Cool.
in audio, right?
Yeah, in the audio.
So they have speaker, then I have microphone, automatically adjust microphone volume, background noise, ringtones, advanced. There's an advanced button.
Okay,
Echo,
maybe in the advance.
no, it's echo cancellation.
Okay. Okay, if it's not right there, then let's just leave it as it is. I can hear you well. I think there is might be some noise on my side, and then it cuts off. It kind of like has this like cuts off with your sound, but I'm able to hear 90% of what you're saying,
I
or
can
more.
make the volume of the input of the microphone louder if that might help. Shall I?
Alrighty, sure.
Better now?
Too loud. Too loud.
Okay.
Will you bring it back to where it was?
Yes, now it's back now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, so I'll finish that logistic part on Zoom, and let's go back into this space. Okay, I wanna like kind of like bring a context to what we're doing here, and yeah, this is exactly the what we're like doing is exploring doorways, like new doorways that you can be that you could take to an EHP or an EHP dojo or your possibility team to explore those doorways so that your this blockage with music can open up and and really so that like it sounds from what you're saying that you have this space, a small space for sharing music after meals or after dinner, for example, and that you want more that you want more exploration, more spaces. You want to create more spaces for music where you can express your music.
Yeah. Right now I'm starting with offering group sessions in biodynamic breathwork. There's also always an integration phase, and I would love to also play music there.
Amazing, amazing. So there's already a group. There is already like a space that you have that you're holding, and you want to somehow integrate music into it.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so I see a lot of possibilities because you're already doing work with bread. So that's a lot of it. Like a lot of the music originates from bread and from that place.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do some experiments today in this meeting that you might be able even to bring those experiments down to your practice. And I just want to clarify with you, is there anything more that you want to say about that? Like, and I'm imagining that you have a group, a team that you meet in a space, in person. Is this in person?
Yeah.
and and you do like a awakening of the body and emotional being through breathing, like you do breathing exercises of like dragon breathing or fast breathing or Wim Hof breathing, I'm not sure, and and that's somehow you want to bring sound into this space, like what is the sound that is made. Is that correct?
Yeah, more or less. So there is no not already existing a group. It's just I occasionally offered something, and I'm now going for offering it regularly once a week, and I might
Okay.
talk with different people every time. And yeah, want to like sound is also part of this modality, and I want to bring it also my own sound like live and not just playing uh, tracks, and walking around with the in teams or so. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, okay. So I saw two possibilities. Like there is a possibility where you are using your sounds uh, to nurture the space, to nurture the beings, kind of like a sound bath, where like people are like in meditation or sitting or in a special state, and then you bring in your sounds to create a healing or to create something in the space. And the other possibility that I saw from what you were sharing is that the people in your group are also creating their sounds. So it's not you giving to them, but they are creating their sounds.
Yeah, that's also yeah.
That's also part of it, right?
I mean,
I mean, I don't know.
I had this really amazing experience. Like we did in this training of this modality in one of the training courses, we had a gibberish meditation.
Gibberish meditation.
Yeah, it's like half an hour, so you're just talking without using words that you know.
Mm-hmm.
But and I did it before, and it was kind of like blah 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 blah, blah and so on. But this woman who was facilitating it, she was saying it might happen that or people that do it oftener, so they might jack into something that is like an original language or like a really the old where the language comes from.
Yeah.
And it was for me it was amazing because I was walking around like really like I was talking with people like and
Yeah.
now I can't really reach it, but it goes somewhere there. It was huge. Like everybody in the room, like they told me, like yeah, you were really filling the whole space with your voice, and it was so wow. I was so impressed by this by the power of yeah expression. Just yeah, like that.
Yeah. Thank you. This is so relevant, Bastian. It's very relevant to my research. I mean, and I have children, and and there is a very relevant experience that happened with this. So I appreciate your sharing. And yeah, like okay, like I'll share this part that was like almost like something that so in going into that gibberish meditation or gibberish talk, I noticed that there was a ripping off from meaning, like it's almost like I wasn't making sense, like like it wasn't making sense in the same way that I am right now, that I am in this speaking normal or speaking a different language, uh, but there was like more like tapping into my own language, and then I was like fuck, but the meaning is still there. The meaning was still there, like even though like I wasn't using words and I wasn't using this like specific codes or words, like there was still meaning inside of it. And I've been talking with my children in this language.
Yeah.
Do you, do you say something I didn't hear?
It seems for me that it has even more meaning, or maybe not more, but the relevant meaning, the essence there, and the rest is just what we are doing.
Totally.
Talk is just blah blah blah. It's not about this, it's really like deep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's an amazing skill. If you can tap into that, that's an amazing skill, because you drop into this next level where you're not listening to the blah 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 blah, but you're listening to actually what is being said, actually what the person is saying, and and it's so amazing. It's we call it a mage listening, where you're not listening to the meaning and this thing, but like to the actually what the being is asking for, what the being is saying. and there is so much that can be gathered from there. And I'm picking up that you have this skill, like you were able to go into that space of like expressing, and that person, that space holder, was able to create the space for you to go into that, that um, that you don't have that you didn't have access to it right now. Just how come you're not talking that language right now? How come you don't talk that language in your everyday? What makes you go back to English or to this other tongue?
It's a real question. You want to know?
It's a question. Well, it's like a question of like exploration. It's an alive question. It's not like something to be like answer right away. But like for me, what if I find so much fulfillment in speaking this gibberish language? What makes me go back to English? What makes me go back to this other tongue?
Yeah, yeah. For me, like one it was that it was really fully embodied. So it was a full body language.
Yes,
I'm scared to even to just think about doing this in my daily life or so. So there's something really raw or wild in it. It's also like this energy of sexuality or attraction or something, like or yeah, maybe just attraction or and it's so uncivilized and so real also. It's so big. I don't know.
yes. Okay, I want to start. I want to go into action mode and experiment. And I think there is a really amazing experiment that we can try right now, from what you've been sharing. And at the beginning, you spoke about we spoke before about how to create the space, and you said like it wasn't really about creating the space. It was more about the context, like what took away my capacity to be in the context where gibberish is completely normal and acceptable and amazing and like a way of communicating, and it's not necessarily gibberish, but like I will call it sounds or expression or music. So I want to create this experiment as a container for you to go into the space of expression, and I think that you have already like a lot of knowledge or like skills in how to create this context, and that you just need the space to to create it. And like I think what I'm gonna do is not gonna be enough, that you have like more like ways to expand it or something like that. But I'm gonna try it, and then you can expand on that, and you can like make it your own way, and then maybe we can practice this in another space or in a possibility team. So for this experiment, we're gonna do this for 3 minutes. You're gonna be expressing yourself for 3 minutes, and about 3 minutes. I'm not gonna keep a timer, but like I'm just gonna keep a watch that is around 3 to 4 minutes. And it doesn't. There is no right or wrong way to do it. There is no. This is just your expression, and just before that, you're gonna make sure that you are center, that you're in your center. That means that your energetic center, your authority, your voice, and your being, energetic being, is in your center. So that in a place where you have power and clarity, where you are present, and and we can do that right now. We can just like start there. So just make sure, want to make sure with you, double check with you that your energetic center is in your physical center,
I'm not
and
some question like is it also express word or no words at all or
it can be sounds, it can be words. Uh, it, yeah, there is no rule. Just expression. Or it can be music. It can be with rhythm, without rhythm. So. Uh, The purpose of it is so that it opens up like what your being wants to express, something like that. What your being really, 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 really wants to express, to open up the space for that. and this can be a form of like an experiment that you can do on a practice on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. I say like at the beginning is it'd be great to do it on a daily basis where you can like take 3 minutes of your time to just go into an experiment like this. So let's take a deep breath. Sense where your energetic center is, and use your intention to bring your energetic center from wherever it is down into your being. Use your clicker to declare your grounding core again, from your center to the center of Gaia. Use your clicker one more time to declare your bubble of space. And whenever you're ready, Bastian, start bringing in your sounds. Start noticing where the tension is, where the feelings are. Allow the feelings to speak, allow your heart to speak, to have a sound. Go. Go. Yes, go. Go. Yes. Now allow the feelings to flow through you. Like let the next feeling come and let it be alive too. Sound. Sound. Yeah. Yeah. Let it come out. Let the sounds come out. And let the feeling get bigger. Yes. Ah. Let the sounds come out. Yeah. Ah. And the sounds come out. There's a lot of breathing, so the sounds a lot of staying here. Let it go all the way through outside. Project from your guts to outside. Keep going. 1 more minute, 2 more minutes. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, and let's come to a pause. Thank you. That was amazing. Amazing. I love it. I want to stay with this energy. You're bringing into the space amazing energy. Thank you for that. And there's this thing that I'm gonna bring uh, as a form of what can take your expression to a form of kind of like a matrix. There is gonna be some matrix building about structure of what makes music music, and what makes sound a healing tool, or what makes sound a powerful tool. Actually, and before I go there, I want to ask you, how was that for you? How was this experiment for you?
Yeah, it's was it was very good. Yeah, like it came somehow in waves, and then I was like, when the first wave down, I was like, okay, but I should go further or something. But yeah, but it was more the footage, like okay, people stay put, blah blah blah, and yeah, I felt instantly like I should have more space now. I really need to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
like
I wonder if you can speak a bit louder. Somehow I can't hear you so well right now.
yes, I can try.
Or a bit closer to the speaker, something like that.
So should I repeat what I said?
I think I heard you. I heard that it was powerful. That it was yeah, and like please say, can you repeat it? The
Yeah,
last
there
few
was
parts.
something like going in that the energy went in waves,
Yeah.
and there was just like I should continue, stay void, or I should go into it when what? Yeah, and actually I was thinking I could have given myself more space to see what comes then after this wave,
Hmm.
and yeah, after yeah, I feel I have more space now, and it feels good.
It was so real, Bastian. Like you were there, like your being was there. There was contact. There was no like escaping or running away into up there or to the blah blah blah. There was realness. There was it was very real connection, and I could feel it in my being. It was like touching me. It was for this space. It was connected with the space, connected with reality, and to me, I felt you. I felt you. And the part that I noticed is that a lot of it was staying here. It was like like so it was a lot about here, and what I'm gonna share with you is the this more like the detailed part, like the movements of the mouth that make these sounds that transform those deep sounds, those like sounds from your core, from your being, into these more precise sounds. And it's very simple. In Japan, the Japanese language is kind of structured in this way that I'm gonna share. Um, so there is the five vowels, the A, E, I, O, U, right? A, E, I, O, U. And in a way, like those are they're the vowels because these sounds that are basic. They're the like the core sounds that a human can make. A, E, I, O, U. So these sounds, these basic sounds, they form kind of like a platform for language to emerge and for sounds to emerge. And the more that you go into these sounds, like the more you start like getting a sense of the difference between each one of them. Like the way that feels is much different than the way that ooh feels. And these sounds, they have meaning. They have like a such a deep meaning. um so they like what I'm sharing this for is because you can use those as a platform to explore those different sounds. In this expression of the you can start bringing like and it starts like creating like this uh, kind of like, I don't know how to explain. Like as I'm sensing it right now, like I get like these tingles of like more precision. There's like a sense of precision and like communication. Uh, and together with that, like there is on the other side the consonants, which is the B, C, D, K, L, M, N, R. So the combination of those with these vowels, then it creates like all of these like ocean of possibilities of different sounds that can be made. And it's very fun to explore with those from this space of exploring sound, from this space of I think you call it gibberish meditation. So that creates that platform. These five vowels, which are A, E, I, O, U. Those are all the basic sounds, like the basic colors for painting. um, and it can be a map. This can be a map that you can bring into the people that you're working with, and also a map that you can have inside yourself for expression and exploration of sounds. um, the, Amazing. How is that for you? Like, does that bring anything up for you? Do you have any questions about that?
Yeah, like or not the question. Like what you said with the Japanese language, like I feel really drawn to the Japanese language somehow. I don't want to learn it, but I like to imitate this kind of speaking like
Yeah.
um, yeah. Um, about what you said, like it. I noticed there's some thoughts about I cannot bring this kind of work to people because I'm not I'm I'm not good at that and I'm not experienced with that. Um, and but yeah, um, anyways, I see the
Hmm.
possibility and yeah, like the way I'm working is I work with different parts of the body, like parts of tension. When it comes to the organ of tension, I also work with expression.
Could you turn up your microphone a little bit so that I can hear you a bit better? Yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up. And I heard you say that that you that you don't know how you could bring that work because you don't feel like you're prepared enough or like that you're experienced enough for that. Yeah, and the possibility that I bring is that makes you being in the perfect place for exploration, for exploring this with other people, where you're like actually exploring this from the distinctions that you have, from the practice that you have, and from the actual researcher's edge that you have from like that you want to learn more about that. So there is this saying that says you teach best what you want to learn most or something like that.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if that's exactly how it goes, but something like that. And there is we have only a few minutes left, and I wonder, yeah, like there is another map. There is another map. Is a map of music. I call it the map of the five elements of music. That it also creates this matrix and this like a platform for exploration of sound. It's something that you can like go into and like also like go out. Like when your music gets loud and big, you can like this map is there to kind of like give form and allow the sounds to have a shape. So in a way, this map when it was taught to me, my teacher told me like if with this map you'll be able to understand all the music around the world. Any music that you listen to, you'll be able to understand it with this map. And it's not understanding from the mind, but like understanding from like really from your being. So I want to quickly share this map with you, and it's something to go deeper into to keep like bringing it into your space, into your board, like in your spaceship. You're there. You're like, oh, I have here my map of music, so that you can like use it for detecting how the space, the quality of the space where you're in, and also with the music that you're making. When you're making music, you can use this map. And it's also like five elements, just like the vowels, but it's different. This is there is I feel scared because I'm doing this in a rush. But the map goes like this, because I think you have some capacity to catch this from your musical experience. It goes melody. She's the storyteller. This is the main, the solo. When you go like that's melody. It's one note at a time. So this is one of the elements of music. The second element is that when it's more than one note at a time, when it's two or three or more notes at a time. This is like I call it the teamwork. When it's like how does the sound mix together when you play this sound and this sound together, what is the quality of that sound? So it's like the study of harmonics, the study of teamwork, like how do people work together, team working. So that's the second one, or the middle one. So when there is this harmony in the space, you can say like, hey, fuck you, like, where's your harmony? It's I don't know, that's just a funny thing. And so that's the harmony, the work of multiple notes at a time. And it's usually the harmony is backing up the melody. There is usually like a harmony that's backing up, and then the melody is playing on that harmony and the scale. The third element is this one, and it's about the cycles of the and the rhythm. It's called rhythm, and it's about the cycles of everything, like your breathing, your words that you're speaking, you're walking. When you're walking, there is a cycle, or there is a rhythm. The rhythm of the sun coming around the earth every day, coming in and going out, coming in and going out, coming in and going out. The cycle of the moon too, like how she goes like from full to small, from full to small. The seasons, so it's just like birth and death. Like there's just like cycles and rhythms all over earth, like all over your body is like made with these different cycles. And it's a way to reclaim, that you can reclaim your connection with rhythm and with cycles, that this is all inside of you. Um, with this related to rhythm, like it's important. There is this most basic rhythm is a one by one. It's just like one, 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 and then if something speeds up, then you can speed up in one, 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 one. But you can like capture any rhythm. You can like pretty much get an understanding of it by going to the one by one. You can understand salsa, or you can understand bossa nova, or you can understand flamenco music if you go into this one by one, and the study begins from there, something like that. I have more to say about that, but I'll just leave it at that. Then on this last one, or this pinky is called the silence, the element of silence, and this is the pause in between the words, the pause in between the sounds, the pause in between the notes. And this is so important because it's also at the beginning, before the song begins, there is silence, and when the song ends, there is silence. There is that at the beginning, at the end, and in between, there is always silence. And it's crazy to think that one of the elements of music is silence, but and it's part of the magic of this thing. And the last one, do you have a guess for it? The last one is like what makes the music come out. What makes the music come out? What creates the music? And I'm gonna leave it as a homework for you to that we can like do it next week or sometime, if you can guess what this one is. Unless you want to take a few guesses right now.
What it is, what it makes it come out.
Yeah, what is it? What is the fifth element of music? What is it that makes the music uh, uh, come out? What is it that makes the music exist and play? And this is cool. You can either get it right or wrong. But I had the suspicion that you might be able to get it, that you'll get it like on the first one, like that you say like this is it or something like that. I don't know.
There are many things that I think of, but I don't know.
Okay,
But
cool. Well, I leave you with those four. Uh, I'll leave you with those four: melody, harmony, rhythm, and silence. And there is the fifth one, which it's important, and it's also already inside of the music that you're creating. Maybe next time you're creating music and playing music, you start like asking like, oh, what is that fifth element? What is that fifth element? And let it come, and then maybe you can like send me a message when you have a few guesses. Right? Do, do you have any questions about that?
no, no, no. But last,
What's that?
just about the last thing, I didn't any question like for example, I can harmony and melody, and so it's also the question of the color of the tone. Like I can play the same notes on this instrument or another instrument, and one's completely different.
Mm,
I get
yeah.
something else.
Cool. It's kind of connected. Like if you, like it's meaningful. Like this one is like, for example, the one is the individual. This one is the group work. This one is the rhythm. So the cycle. Also, like this usually like people wear a ring on this finger. It's called the annular finger. So the circle is like the meaning of the cycle, the rhythm. And this one is like the little one that's back there that sometimes is not so useful, but it's still like it's necessary, like it's so useful, like and it's the silence. And this one is like, what kind of animal would we be if we had only like four fingers like that? And what gives us this finger? What is the meaning of this finger? So that could give you a hint. How come this is like? I like it. I don't like it. Yeah, but it will be like, I don't know. I think it's a interesting question to be in, and I think I would love to connect with you again. And if you really want to know, I will tell you. But if you want to be with that question, I will leave it at that.
I will go with that question at least a little bit, but I will come back to you.
Awesome, cool. Is there anything else before we end this?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for your time and your passion and your energy. Yeah, yes. Yeah. When I do you want to have some feedback, or I don't know about the time?
Yeah, I have 10 more minutes if you have feedback for me.
Yeah. Like when I read your message that yeah, bring the bucket, and I was like, oh shit, how could I forget? Of course, there is in space, and I really want that. I came just from a somatic experience session where it's very subtle, very just awareness put, and the things come up very subtle, um, and I had a lot of resistance. And I was really then glad to be in this space because I could, could so much feel your support. Yeah, really like you're saying, like teamwork, like being with me on a journey of exploration. So, yeah, really good.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate this space so much, and I'm grateful, and I'm glad that you said yes and that you met me here. And I'm welcoming more feedback if there is more.
What?
If you have more feedback for me, either right now or later, like I'm so welcoming it.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes with the sound, it didn't work. I think it's because of the sound, because of the microphone thing or background noises also. But sometimes I think you send me or I, yeah. Uh, but I think it was really just the audio quality also that made it a bit difficult. Or yeah, that it would not flow so well sometimes because
Yeah,
I have to explain again or something.
yeah. Well, I will see. Try see if you can update your Zoom. There might be like a new version of Zoom where it has that option of sending the sounds in, and the feedback for me is I'm in a space where it's a community center, and there is like people walking around, and there is sounds, and sometimes they come in and they interrupt the sound from coming in. Cool.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, thank you. I was so alive, Bastian. Thank you. And yeah, keep me posted of how it goes with your exploration.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
thank you.
Okay, bye for now. Thanks.